Hi and welcome to Fast Track Data Modernization with the power of Multicloud. A look at the challenges and benefits for enterprises of multi-cloud ecosystems. I'm joined today by Dipty Ranjan Padhy, Director of the Data and AI practice that sits within the Google Business Unit at Tata Consultancy Services, and Simon Brown, who's leader of Smart Analytics Business with GSI Partners at Google Cloud. Dipty, turning to you first, can you just tell me a bit more about data modernization? Why is it so critical?
Thanks, Kate. Well, to start with, data modernization is the practice of reducing data silos and inefficiencies and addressing scalability concerns by moving the data to a more modern, scalable, and efficient data platform on cloud. Now, it's absolutely critical for organizations to have data modernization today purely because of its multiple benefits. Now, to list out a few of the benefits of data modernization, organizations can derive a 360-degree view of the business. They can have reduced time to insights. Data-driven applications can provide that immersive experience and insights to the customer. You can have an acceleration of your digital transformation through data modernization. Now, the organizations can know how and when to respond to real-time business events. And last but not the least, the organization get a single source of truth for the data, which goes a long way in giving a better experience for the customers. So that's why I think data modernization is really critical for every organization to have today.
And you've outlined there some of the benefits, and what is driving more and more enterprises to adopt a multi-cloud ecosystem here?
Yeah, I think, cloud-driven digital transformation, when it is limited to a single service provider, it really limits the enterprise operational agility of an organization. It limits the innovation. So that in itself is a huge proponent for a multi-cloud or a hybrid cloud ecosystem. Now, data modernization can be really fast-tracked by leveraging the power of a multi-cloud ecosystem. This is where Google Cloud really helps in this aspect, with its offerings like a BigQuery Omni or a Looker or an Anthos for that matter. And we all know Google Cloud is really welcoming in its approach towards open source. So that helps enable that seamless adoption of a multi-cloud or a hybrid cloud environment and helps enterprise get that head start for their data modernization journey.
Agreeing with that, there's also, we're seeing a lot of customers who are considering risk and what kind of risk do they hold by being with a single hyperscaler in terms of where the hosting sits. Some of the other things that we see are geographical boundaries and what are regulatory requirements. So we focus very much on making sure that we come to where the customer is at and try and serve them through providing a multi-cloud strategy, as Dipty said, through using Anthos to be able to distribute a number of services and tools that we have to provide the best of GCP, but across a hybrid environment.
So reducing risk and spreading that risk and also making across complex organizations, multi-cloud sounds like it can be the answer. What challenges do enterprises face when they're leveraging that multi-cloud or hybrid cloud environment for data modernization? Simon, that question to you.
Yeah, I think there's the assessment and there's the maturity of how they're understanding how they're going to use it. There's internal skilling, there's their legacy and the inertia that an organization can have as they start to transform not just their technology, but the way they account for it, the way that they put technology on their books. And that's where I truly believe that our partners like TCS work inside enterprises day in, day out and go through these transformations, and they can help on that journey and get things moving in a very methodical, safe and outcome-driven way.
Sounds like quite a technical, highly integrated systems that you're talking about here. What are the benefits, Dipty, to you? What are the benefits associated with moving to multi-cloud and hybrid cloud environments? It's a very complex process, but the end game must be worth it.
Absolutely. I mean, just the benefits that I outlined at the beginning, there are so many benefits of a multi-cloud environment, like a 360-degree view of the business, real-time insights. You get insights really quick. You can respond to real-time business events. You can have a single source of truth for your data. But let me give some specifics as to how we did it for one of a giant retailer where TCS and Google Cloud really partnered together, where we created an innovation lab, if you will, and catered the solution specific to the customer depending on their need. And we created a demand forecasting tool, and we went through their supply chain insights. And through that, we were really able to show the art of the possible to the retailer on what all business benefits you can achieve using the power of data modernization.
The use cases that they were looking for to be enabled were, like most organizations, top-line revenue, operational cost reduction, but also they had a very strong desire to look at their customer and understand their customer better. So being able to put in a data modernization strategy where the data could come together to meet these objectives, an AI lab that was able to take the data at scale and use AI-based insights to be able to deliver on these, it gave two things. It gave, firstly, an ability to look at the metrics that were needed, track against them and report against them so that the organization could see the measures of success that they needed. But also, for any use cases that are coming down in the future, TCS has now put a platform behind and put in place organizational enablement. So this organization can now take further use cases and use the platform that they've got to get further enrichment of their business.
So it really sounds like it's not a set and forget. It's not a one size fits all. You're really creating bespoke solutions when you come together with your clients and customers. Is that at the heart of this partnership, this way in which you're helping clients to achieve their business objectives?
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. So TCS has incredible skills, both in the horizontal around data, but also in industry. So they have their industry expertise, they have an industry lens, they come to meet the customer where they're at in terms of what their business transformation outcomes would look like, which then leads into their data transformation journey and gives them the business outcomes that they're driving towards.
What I would add to that, the fact that TCS and Google Cloud have really come together at a strategic partnership level, which clearly reflects in how the CEOs, they have announced that cloud transformation, cloud adoption is the single largest strategic initiative across the organizations. That shows the deep-rooted partnership of TCS and Google Cloud, and we take that partnership at every level whenever we work with customers, be it a retailer or a banking or a travel, any industry, where we combine the industry expertise of TCS along with the technology expertise of Google Cloud, and we bring forward a combined solution which works best for the customer.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that outline of an incredible partnership. Dipty, Ranjan, Padhy from TCS, Simon Brown from Google Cloud. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you, Gav.
Thank you.